Thank you very much. It's going to be Muln Automotive. You can't get away from it. It's been doing all the volume, all the momentum. Everyone wants to talk about this stock. And this is going to be a lesson in if you can't beat them, sometimes you have to join them. A lot of times for these big time movers, I'm looking to fade small cap moves. A lot of those fades off the high of the day, shorting in front of the top. But Muln's super strong, so we had to play it in both directions. We could talk about some of the bigger moves, but I love what we get to learn here about Muln. Now, first things first, hey, when in doubt, we zoom out. So I'm going to show you the 15-minute chart. Really what's going to stand out here is they had a big time gap up before this on the daily. Now keep in mind it had already pulled back. It's when it took its second move. This is now the second time through for Muln through that dollar. It manages to hold here a very strong $1.50 bottom. And then it had this level in here just above your $2 range where you had a nice little window of a pullback. So that's sort of the area that I was working with in the pre-market. Always going to want first the pop and fade idea. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is you get the pop into the open, into that 210 area, and then the fade in. It immediately takes out the top. And I said this in the pre-market. Because of that firm level at 150, and the fact that it had such a good base for a potential breakout, pretty much every key level I was shorting off of was a reversal. And this is one thing I was trying to do better this year. If it's a key level, if there is a bullish trend, I still like the pullback setups. I'm going to put them on. But you have to be able to take some of these breaks. We're able to get the reversal here. You'll see it doesn't really get any further than this 230 to 240 area. So we end up grabbing it out, and then you see it consolidate back in. At that point, I'm just waiting for the move. It probably could have been a reload to the long side, but I'm really starting to think about, okay, well, what comes after that break? We stalled out at 37. There's nothing in terms of resistance. So all I'm thinking about is $2.50, $3. It's even numbers. Psychological, big size on the offer. That's all I care about. So once we make the move into $2.50, sorry, $3 might come later. It's into $2.50. We see it break to the upside. We actually grab the short in front. It then tries to break. It's to 51, 52, snaps back down. We get some more shares, and then you're into your retracement trade. Now, a lot of times when you're doing a stock which has this kind of upward pressure, you're going to want to think about reloading that 250. But if you're going to do this, you've got to still have the tight stop. I really didn't need to get back in at 48 there just to give up 2 or 3 cents. But I did put the reversal trade on. It was not the home run that I was expecting. But again, you take your short, it pulls back, you make the reversal. I'm thinking it should go to 75, and I want to be all out somewhere before $3, but it just couldn't get there. Now, we end up getting wicked out when it pulls back below 250. Once it had extended past 65, I had a break-even stop on it. And now I'll just sit back and relax. The way that I would approach it for the rest of the day is either we're retesting support at 230. If you can consolidate at 250, maybe there's a scalp in there for you. I'm not a huge fan. Otherwise, $3. So all about patience, being able to flip into the other direction. You can still want that counter trend trade, but you've got to have an out. And sometimes you've got to be willing to flip long when the momentum is this strong. And it has been in Muln. So we can all learn something about playing it in both directions and getting out of your comfort zone to play the trend.